here. Setting up for YouTube Live. Setting up. You never know. Done, it says, but then you don't know when you're actually done. It's not clear. I think I'm live. I think it's happening right now, everybody. That's right. Hit the thumbs up button. If you could do that first there. It's got the algorithm machine going. I was like all excited last week that I was going to hit 10,000 subscribers, and now I don't even believe it's ever going to happen. I just have given up hope so much that I started a whole new YouTube channel even. And you can go find that, the Joey Only Show. That'll be a little bit different than today. Oh, I had a thumbnail, but it's not in my file. Oh, boy. Give me 1 second. I got to make a new thumbnail here. Jeez, you think I'd be ready? You think I'd be ready, but that's me. That's me. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Comedy Meteorology Podcast. That's what we're talking about here. Comedy and meteorology, cometeorology. That's what you get when you put the two words together. It's like the thing that I came up with. I thought would be funny, but what it really was impossible for people to remember and say. So it was a very bad choice of show names, but still we stuck with it all these years later, and here we are at the Comedy Meteorology Report there. Oh, man, what happened to my great picture of Frankie? This is terrible. Showtime comes and goes, and Joey's just not ready to go. How you doing tonight, Karen Richards?
I am good. How about you, Joey?
I'm fantastic. Never been better. Look at me. So good. Better to look good than feel good, I always say. Okay, well, my name is Joey Only, by the way, everybody. Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel here. Up in Wells, British Columbia, 3,953 feet above sea level. Way up in the Caribou Mountains there. I had to resave that image. I guess I saved it as a web image and not as a JPEG. There we go. Save. Now we got our thumbnail. Otherwise, it's just me on the horse, or whatever. You don't want that. Doesn't need to be the show. So what we have here, if you've never been here before, here is every Thursday night I go live here. We look at a whole bunch of weather from across the world. We have a bunch of weather nerds and sophisticated people of all kinds. Often we have meteorologist Mark sometimes around. We have weatherman Brandon Houck there, radio host there. He does the morning show in Brooks, Alberta. He's all over the radio everywhere, though. He's famous, Brandon Houck. And sometimes we have Hank Vlistra. Sometimes he's a storm chaser from Saskatchewan. Sometimes we have storm chaser Justin Ortel from Weather Center in Manitoba. Hey, Kay, right on. We're good. We're live. It's working. I just did the test, and I see Caribou Outlaws out there, and Teresa and Shelly and all the best people there is. I didn't even make a thing yet. Okay, and Anne's, I'm just going to tell her live right now. Thank you. Well, wait, when she comes on, then I'll say it. I'll say to her, thank you, and maybe she'll come on. We'll say it like 10 times. We can't miss it. Thank you, Anne. So what I'm trying to do right now is just share it around a little bit to some of the social medias because I don't get any help from the algorithmic rhythms. They don't help a guy like me out at all. It's like they like preppy guys or jocks or something like that. That's basically the story of my whole life. Weather nerds from northern British Columbia, right out. Not cool, not big on the YouTube algorithm. Not these days here. If there was a scandal involved with me, I guess maybe I'd be big on the YouTube. But there's no scandals here. Nothing happens. It's just Wells. Come join us on the show. We are live. Full weekend weather update. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I need to say, isn't it? In a couple minutes' time, we will get to the full weekend weather update that I just said. The thing I just said, we'll look at that. I had a cool day today. They're doing avalanche control out here in Wells, the ministry was. So I went outside and sat there by Slide Mountain, and I filmed the avalanche control going on. It was pretty cool. Even caught a nice avalanche coming down the chute there. Got to see some bombs blow up, and I made a video. It's already on the channel. Maybe we can play it here, even. Save you leaving to go watch it somewhere else. Or you could watch it here and there. That'd be great too. It's okay. Okay, I'm just almost done sharing around to the socials here, trying to get everybody informed on the ball, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good, everybody. I don't know who's coming from our podcast crew, but we got Karen here. At least, so pretty warm, Karen. How's the weather in Prince George?
Oh, it's warm. It's warm. Like everything has melted. We have very little snow left. It's warm. Today I went out in like a light shirt and a vest to work. It's been incredible weather for February. Incredible.
13 degrees plus here today. Okay, I've now got it shared to the socials. Shared to the socials. We can finally get on with things here. All that nitty gritty work is over, and we can start with our top story, which is exactly that. The temperatures. Temperatures are out of control. It's crazy. It's out of control. It's the end of the world there. It's something. I don't know what it is. It's pretty hot for this time of year. Lots of new daily records there set on February the 4th, which was yesterday. We might have some more tomorrow to report on there, but look, a couple of these values are off the charts. And I'm sure when Brandon Hauk in Alberta gets here, he will talk about these more. I'm sure he'll talk even more about these than I will. However, there's also British Columbia records. So we're going to get through this long friggin' list of them right now and check this out. So Athabasca, Alberta, 13.1. That's pretty far north. But Bow Island, 20.3. It's like it's just only beat their record by, holy shnikes, a lot. Like 11 degrees. Like that's a major destruction of a record. That's insane. That's from 9.8 to 20.3. That's a big jump in the daily high for Bow Island. They've been keeping records there since 1961. So there's a pretty good length of time going back that we can kind of look back at it. What is generally normal in the Bow Island area. Bow Valley, 15.3, brand new record. Brooks, Alberta. Brandon will be here to talk about this because he was in the shorts yesterday. 18.5 Celsius. Just exploded his old record. It friggin' destroyed it. And they've been keeping records there over 100 years, which is a long time in human years. Okay, Cold Lake there, 8.3 degrees. Cold Lake's very far north. That's why it's called Cold Lake. But it wasn't very cold yesterday. It was 8.3 Celsius. All the crows up in the nest there, happy. 13.1. Nice day. Edmonton there, not as nice in Edmonton, 7.7. We know that. But the Edmonton area, I don't know why. I don't know what Edmonton area gets 10.2, whatever that means. Edmonton International Airport, we know that specific spot. Edson area, 15.1 Celsius. 15.1 in Edson. That's crazy. Fort McMurray, 9.4. Way up in the fort there. Hendrickson Creek there, 14.4. Jasper hit 13 Celsius, way up in the Rocky Mountains, 13 Celsius on February. Lac La Biche, 10. Man, look at this. The list goes on and on. It's endless. It never stops. Medicine Hat, 17.9. What is this? It's like the beginning of February, folks. Mildred Lake area, 9.4, whatever. Nordegg, 14.4. 1.4. I love when 1.4 gets a record because we get to say 1.4. 1-4 Alberta. 1-4. There in 1-4. 1-4. 1-4. That's how you should say it. 1-4. Okay, yeah. 15.8 Celsius and 1-4. Pincher Creek way down there. Probably a little bit windy when this was going on. They've been keeping records in the Pincher since 1893. 16 Celsius for our friends down there who just been celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Twin Butte General Store just south of Pincher Creek. Red Earth Creek area. Is it red? Is it earth? Is it a creek? I don't know, but it was warm there. 10.4 degrees there. Rocky Mountain House, 16 degrees Celsius there up in Rocky House. Stony Plain, 10. These are not, it just goes on and on. Waterton, 15.2. So, wait, there's more. British Columbia. Abbotsford area, 16.4. Well, Agassiz, 16.1. There's some pretty ridiculous temperatures in British Columbia friggin' yesterday, folks. Bella getting to 14.2. Bella Coola getting 12.9. That's nuts there. Even Duncan set a new record there. Duncan, 14.1. Hope area, 12.8. Holy, out in Pitt Meadows there, they tied their record. They didn't even have the luxury of, but they broke theirs in Prince George, 11.7. We're up to 13 today, so I bet you, we're probably going to see some more of these daily records broken, I might think, tomorrow. This is nuts. This is crazy, folks. This is a lot of daily records. And look at all the different years they represent. the old record from Bella Cools in 2010, 1934, 1941, 41. A couple that are warm spell there, 1941 there, 61, 2009, 84. All these records just smashed today across the board. Now that's always what I find interesting. Like when you're breaking a daily record, and sometimes you see a lot of the same year pop up and pop up and pop up. And you're like, wow, that must have been a pretty interesting event there. But this is like all over the board. And so it just kind of shows you a little bit how unusual of an event we had here. Squamish up to 15-1 there, even. And Victoria, 14 Celsius. Warm days. And that's pretty much it for Canada. Nothing else happened. Oh, Saskatchewan. I was lying. Buffalo, Narrows, 8-9 there. Cypress Hills, 11. So you get the point here. Maple Creek, 14.9. So people are telling me that they got buds coming on their trees and stuff, right? Like fruit trees and things. You know what I'm talking about? So they're worried about their trees because what if we get a big cold snap if their trees start to bud? That's happened many times, I guess. And it's always bad. It's always bad for the producers there. Grape producers, whatever. Fruit producers, cherry trees, and all that. So a couple more there. Even Yorkton, only 2.7 in Yorkton. Poor Yorkton there. Everyone else is like just cooking in Western Canada. And Yorkton's like, what about me? The Yukon even. Look at Haines Junction. They've broke a new record. Kind of getting the point here. Only Manitoba. Manitoba didn't have any such luck. And that's okay. They can stay cold. But it's probably warming up for them even now. It's probably even warming up for them a little bit. I'm pretty sure that we'll have Brandon Hauk here in a few minutes' time. We're going to set up and look at the warnings across Canada right now because I know that's everyone's favorite part of a Joey Only show is looking at the Environment Canada map. There it is, coming right at you right now. Okay, I think you can see it now. I hate reporting fog warnings. It's very warm out. And that's why we have fog, yellow advisory for fog there. That includes
Yellow
Vancouver.
fog.
Includes Vancouver. Fog can be really bad, In
Oh,
fact,
I know, but it's now like yellow fog, so that's even worse. It's like yellow snow.
Yeah, well, like yellow fog. I don't know what is. It sounds so poisonous. There's a yellow fog advisory. Like, what does that mean? And I was watching on one of my favorite weather channels there, Swaggle Studios. Like, you guys should check Swaggle Studios out. He's kind of funny. He's like sort of quirky, dorky guy, but he tells really good weather stories, and he likes to really focus on the weirdest shit in weather, And by that I mean, this last episode he came out with was all about deadly fog that's killed people. And like a whole bunch of, people, a fog came through and then everybody was dead after. And like some of it, of course, is from like H2S gases and various gases. There was like some inversion where all this pollution from these factories got focused into one area kind of in Belgium and it like killed all these people. Poison fog. So it's not just a movie concept. It's a real thing that has happened. Of course, like if there's something toxic in the air, fog might be a good indicator of its presence, but of course you might not know that it's okay. So anyways, enough about terrifying things like death fog that makes you die. The Dempster Highway, they no longer have a blizzard warning up there. Now it's just blowing snow through Saturday night there, up to 60, 70K an hour. Temperatures of the wind chills of 30 to 40 below. Just lovely. I'm sure they really like it. It's probably there's cold warning up there. Wind chills are hitting minus 50 in Aklavik, but that will moderate Friday. What does moderate mean when you're minus 50 there? And same with some place there. I can't. The letters are too small for me to read. Northern Ontario, blowing snow all across Ontario. Northern Ontario, there are strong wind gusts up to 70 kilometers an hour. Ending Saturday morning. So that's blowing snow for you. Blowing snow accompanied by winds gusting 70 in the wake of a low-pressure system will begin near Fort Severn this evening and for areas near James Bay by early Friday morning. Conditions are expected to gradually improve. Striking stuff. Blizzard up there. I had this one down before. Oh, it keeps getting small. I just need to look at it along this. There's a bigger Flaherty Island, but there's a town name there. I got it one day. I got it down. It was good. Okay. On the east shore of Hudson Bay there, blizzard warning for there too. So all around. How about into Quebec, Joey? Well, thanks for asking. Minus 35, minus 40. Still pretty cold up in Quebec there. And southern Ontario, you get blowing snow. Well, let's start right. I thought we do. Okay. Several different blowing snow advisories. Okay. So, anyways, strong wind gusts, 70 to 80. Snowfall amounts, 4 to 8 centimeters. Beginning Friday afternoon, continuing Friday night and into Saturday morning. Because of a low pressure system. Friday to bring snow to the area. Not very much snow. Okay, it's going to be blowing around, and it won't be very much. And it's not that. Okay, but it gets a little bit worse up by Grand Bend, Goderich, Bayfield, and all those places right there. And Lambton, not quite to Sarnia, but still 80K. It says it's basically the exact same thing. Okay, sorry. So there you go. Wow, there's like the second Thursday in a row where everything's just in lull. We're just like waiting for all the bad stuff to happen again. Like last week was like that too. Like, wow, what's going on? There wasn't like one weather warning anywhere in North America. And there was a while where like every Thursday night there'd be like tornadoes going on everywhere. There's like something on the radar to look at. It's like the radar is just dead right now. Yeah, it's pretty quiet everywhere.
What?
At the moment, at least, it's pretty quiet everywhere. But it won't stay that way. That's the thing. Won't stay that way. So even our flood warning is over in coast of BC. No more flood warning. So how we killed 5 minutes of the show here. No more flood warning. Okay, well, I failed. Okay, we won't kill 5 minutes on that segment now. That time is no longer reserved for flood warnings. Now we'll talk about jet streams instead. Here's nice. We're going to watch the jet stream here. You know what the jet stream is, folks? Airplanes like to fly in it because it pushes them along. So sometimes you have a nice flight there and you go like from here to Toronto and like very quickly. That's what happened when I went east because the jet stream was just pounding because the atmospheric river was pushing behind us. But then on the way back, we had to fight it. And it took like an extra hour and some to fly back, like hour and a half or something like that. And the jet stream's pretty strong. Starts around 17,000 feet, goes up into 30,000 foot. That's that parcel of air. And the jet stream is the delivery system for the weather. If Ann Sabatis is finally watching, thank you, Ann. See? I did send her the link. Thank you, Ann. I just remembered again now. High pressure, steering things up and around. Western side of the United States, staying pretty dry until there's something there. There's a bit of a system going through there. Here we go. Now they're taking some weather down there. Looks a little bit clear for BC for a day or two, but then it'll come back. I am concerned that they keep seeing signals for cold again in the distant future for BC, but we keep seeing that all winter long, and then it doesn't happen. So I don't know how much to read into it. Looks like that cycle ends with a good storm in on the Atlantic side. So you can see again, they've been really winter side all winter long over here, right? The jet streams kept them really in the winter, kept them feeding a lot of storms. Here's a couple more storms right there. Boom, look at that one. That's going to hit Great Lakes next week, Friday. So that's a ways out. And you can see that whole troughing system diving right down, bringing them all their bad weather right up from the north. Well, we've been kind of, for the most part, although this is a little bit of a break from it, we've been, for the most part, on this south side of the jet stream all winter, and that's kept us pretty warm. Very warm. Record-setting friggin' warm. That's what it's been. Okay, let's look at temperatures across Canada, British Columbia, places like that. British Columbia, which is a part of Canada. I know. Right now, it's almost 7 p.m. We still have no Brandon Hauk. And I got double digits up along the coast there at last reporting. Some of those, though, are 50 minutes ago, so maybe they're chilling out there a little bit. But look how much of the interior is above zero. It's crazy. 3 at Quesnel Airport 50 minutes ago. Maybe that'll cool off a little. Maybe they'll get into some freezing temperatures for the night, but I mean, this is very spring-like weather and has been for some time. You know, compared to like these poor bastards up here. Look at this shit. 31 there, 33s, 35s. Can you imagine? I wish they told you which airport so you'd know not to get a flight to there.
right?
It's just like, oh, this was the one I wasn't supposed to get a flight to. See, like this one,
Oops.
Tommy Cocken Airport there. I know. Now I know. It's like if I'm thinking about taking a trip there tomorrow for any reason, I won't go to that one. I'll cross that one right out. 39 below. Are you kidding me? Aklavik 37 there. But hey, that's, not unusual for them at this time of year. It's not like 44 at Umiat. Wowzers. I don't want to live in that. That's way too cold. It's way too cold. Maybe this climate change stuff's good. Maybe we don't have to live in that cold weather. Just make it go away. Single digits for Ontario. Single below. Manitoba there, kind of straddling. A little southern half of Manitoba getting just a little bit warmer. And as you go further up towards, look at this. Poor Churchill, 22 below. Poor Joe. He loves it. He just absolutely loves that weather. He's like in heaven. He's so
Mm-hmm.
happy. We got some 40s on the board in Canada. Igloolik. Don't do that. Do you know why? Because your tongue will get stuck to the igloo.
Or
And
to a metal pole.
well, in that kind of dry weather, an icy igloo would be, pretty much the same as metal. Look at this weird streak of warm air going up to the edge of Greenland again. Like that has been going on for some time. It's completely weird. Completely weird. Look at this. Poor Quebec there. Trois Rivières, minus 22. Minus 20. Even got some minus 22s there. Wow. Just near Watertown. Even Watertown's hitting minus 21. Now, that can't be right. Minus 40. No, that's definitely a mistake.
No.
Yeah, someone's machine is on drugs. Someone's machine totally whacked there. We got 7 minutes till Frankie McDonald comes on. We start recording the radio show. For those of you who don't know what the hell we're doing here, we record a radio show every week starting at 7 p.m., and this is where we choose to do it live for you. And, I know even though like not many people watch the YouTube stream, we push forward with it anyways because we're on 4 radio stations that also no one listens to. Okay, let's go 3D mode and just have a look at our polar cap here for a second. What is going on? Look at it. She's all messed up. It's like whack. It's not a nice big circular. See, I don't think people understand what the polar vortex is because I hear like someone commented on one of my videos like the polar vortex is coming and I don't know. There was something funny. I was like, well, that's not really how it works. The polar vortex is supposed to be this area. Let's see if we can go up in altitude and see if we can find. Is the vortex even? Yeah, it's barely. No, it's really spread out and weird. It's all over the place. It's supposed to be a big circular ball of cold air in the Arctic. It's supposed to like basically you can see where the center of the Arctic is right there, where it's minus 18 in the North Pole right now. More or less. Doesn't even make sense. So it's warmer up there. Okay, granted, but what you want to see is this nice big round cap, right? This is atmospheric cold cap, and it's really tight and brought together by deepening pressure as the winter goes on, especially, right? So that gets tighter, it sits there. Well, what happens is sometimes that vortex is broken and it kind of spills out, right? And that's kind of what's going on here. So this isn't the polar vortex coming at you when this is happening. The polar vortex is this thing that covers the cap of the planet. It's supposed to be the atmospheric cap, right? When the polar vortex breaks down and then the Arctic air spills out. You got that? So then the Arctic air. So what we're seeing is no polar vortex to speak of. There is no polar vortex right now. That's the problem, because that would keep all that cold air nice and tight there together. Instead, it's just spilling out all over. It looks like some kind of a, an avant-garde painting. Blech. Rain and thunder. Well, things aren't crazy for BC right now. We got interesting weather at least coming in this weekend. Some interesting weather. And we got there's that low coming through James Bay there this weekend. And, sorry, into Friday morning. Friday morning. Hello. So it's spreading a little bit of stuff down there to southern Ontario, right? And it's going to bring that Arctic air kind of screaming down and behind it. So one of the reasons that the Arctic air is getting dislodged is these storms are getting more and more powerful because of the warm ocean temperature. So and then they're feeding off the warm air, but then they're also feeding off the cold air from the north. That's how these mid-latitude cyclones work. Well, what happens is when these mid-latitude cyclones start pounding into the north sometimes, what they can do is basically, think about like punching a big balloon. You're like, boom, 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 like a water balloon, and eventually the water balloon pops and spills out. And that's kind of like what we just saw here. And there's that cold air dumping down in behind. So you got a cold start to your weekend in Ontario. Minus 23s. Well, we're out here like sun tanning because our big low here is just pounding, beating it. You can see it happening. You can see the low right there, kicking the shit out of this cold cap, which is why we've been so nice in BC. Is this pattern's been really nicely established for us all winter long, unless you've been in the other side of the Rockies. But even they are taking it right now a little bit too. Look, it's not minus 25 in Fort Nelson there through Saturday afternoon. That's nice. That's nice. But we are having that low is delivering. It's shoveling in all kinds of weather for us. So we're going to come back and look at that in a few minutes' time. Snowfall for Saturday. But yeah, poor guys. Look at that cold air spilling on down. I don't want that. I don't want that cold air at all. And, it's still on the model. Why is it still there? I don't want to see that. It's still there. It's like 3 days in a row that it's still there. Please don't agree. Oh, and GFS is more agreeing than it was 2 days ago. Oh, no.
No,
Could have,
no, no.
could have a cold snap still yet. It's not set in stone. We got time. We got time for this weather to just keep doing what I just said. Just keep pounding in and whack that bugger a cold air old mouse. Just keep her on the other side of the mountains. That's fine by me for... No, actually, BC needs winter proper, man. We really do. So I got at this point not be selfish and be like, man, we need some like serious winter weather hard. We need some snowfall hard here, like now. There. See that storm's moving through, through eastern Canada, bringing that cold air down in behind. Well, BC there, seeing the low pressure start to build in a little bit on Friday. Seeing the pressure change a little bit. Not much happening yet, though. On Friday, still another kind of nice day for us. Yeah, kind of nice day for us. This shovel here is sending all that warm. Oh, I keep doing that. All this warm air right from the subtropical regions into southern British Columbia. You can see that kind of looks like it's Hawaii direction. This might be an actual pineapple system. Well, I wouldn't call that an atmospheric river. No, just system. But that's where it's originating from. Breaking up into the north, putting snowfall Saturday, all in the north. Holy, it's already happening. Got to zoom in here Saturday morning. Look at this. You're going to go for the mountains there, into Alberta side, Alberta into BC. I would not do it. I made a video saying don't do it, and now I still say that. Still say don't do it. Heavy rainfall down the coast. Nothing spectacular, though. None of these colors are alarming to me, at least. So that means, the rate of rainfall isn't going to be that high. We're not seeing, hey, Frankie McDonald's here. We'll come back to this map again and again and again and again. As you can see, though, don't go Revelstoke don't go into Alberta on Saturday. Just don't do it. We're going to have a lot of avalanches kicking back up. Rainfall into Prince George Saturday night. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain popping on through. So we got some things to talk about in the forecast there when I make my next bunch of forecast videos in depth. But that's what we're sitting at tonight. We're sitting at snowfall this weekend. Okay, I'm going to stop this right now and turn my attention towards Frankie McDonald. It's already showtime. Hey, Frankie, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great so far. Then you get total solar eclipse aiming towards parts of Antarctica on February 17th. Even it's 24-hour daylight there.
Yeah, Antarctica, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, your buddies are back in Antarctica now?
Yes.
They're
going to experience the eclipse on February 17th.
And what are their names there? I keep forgetting his
Matty
name.
Jordan and Mike Post.
That's right, Mike Post, the scientist there in Antarctica. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is comedy meteorology podcast, radio show, YouTube live stream or whatever. I don't know what we are. We don't do any of them very well, but we do it, and we're here to talk about weather in the weirdest friggin' way possible. Let's get on with the show.
Well, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather we've got. Wait a minute. Well, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, Frankie's got the weather or not.
Thank you, Canadian legend Washboard Hank, for that great, beautiful, fantastic, and wonderful song about Frankie and us talking about weather. My name's Joey Only here, and I'm in the mountains of Wells, BC, and we are live streaming on my YouTube channel every Thursday night, 7 p.m. We start the show a little bit earlier on the live stream, though. You can always go there, Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. You know what I did today, Frankie?
Yeah.
I went out because the highways guys were here with their helicopter and whatnot, and they went out and they threw bombs out the helicopter onto the mountain. And you know what it did? It made a big explosion, and it made an avalanche come down, Frankie.
Then again, Bass Guy doing a show tomorrow night.
Bass Guy's doing a show tomorrow night, too. Yeah. So, we all have our thing. So I got to see avalanche happen. It's been many years since I've seen an avalanche. Many years. It was like my first year out west, I seen one. And I thought, I'll probably see avalanches a lot. But then I didn't spend a lot of time in the Rockies after that. I've been out and about ever since. Okay. Oh, Frankie. We got Frankie McDonald here, the world's greatest weatherman in Sydney, Nova Scotia. We got my friend Karen Richards with us as well in Prince George, one of the moderators of our Facebook group, Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers. And we are also a radio show for you there, C for 88.7 FM, Prince George. Hello. And good afternoon to you, Winnipeg, at CKUW 95.9 FM. What about CFBX Kamloops shouting you out there? And CHLS 100.5 shouting you out there. Lillooet. So we do record the show Thursday night, as I said. So if you're hearing weather things that are alarming, just remember we're talking about perhaps a day behind you. I know a couple of those radio stations put those shows on later. Not, you know what I'm saying? Those shows aren't, it's past the fact. So what we do here is we talk about all the biggest weather stories from all over the world. That's what we do here. And that's what we do. I don't know where Brandon Houck is tonight. I'm quite concerned. We don't have Brandon Houck, but at least we got the world's greatest weatherman in the meantime. He is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Frankie McDonald. He's right here. He's standing outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. Let's roll.
Frankie! Can you yodel for us? Frankie! Who has the worst weather in the world, Frankie?
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie!
Frankie.
I'm doing great so far.
Are you doing great?
I'm just messaging Brandon Helk now.
Yeah, that's okay. He might be doing a hockey broadcast or something like that.
And
The guy
hockey
works.
game's not tonight.
The guy works like crazy. He's always on the go. So you just never know. Poor Brandon. He's a nonstop action warrior. What we'll do without him there. Wow, look at all the people on the live stream chat. This is great, Frankie. Good to see so many people out there. Hi to all of you on the live stream chat. We will look at some of your comments and questions. If you have questions for Frankie McDonald, start queuing them up there in the live stream chat, and I'll try to find them when I can. Especially you leave a super, we will find that for sure. Okay, Frankie McDonald, you're doing good so far. That's what I heard.
Weather all across southern states supposed to be a lot of multiple storms coming off East Coast of the United States this weekend. This time it's going to miss Nova Scotia. Then you got heavy rain heading towards Vancouver, British Columbia this Saturday. You got lots of outer clippers heading towards Ontario and things like this. Then you got some St. Anne winds in California. This week it's going to bring lots of Alberta clippers to really cold temperatures in New York and Washington, D.C., and windy conditions all across eastern United States. And Florida's getting a little bit warmer after extreme cold weather. And Cuba's getting warmer too. Then you got some really warm weather in Mexico this week. A little bit of showers and thunderstorms to the forecast. Then you get some snow and rain heading towards Nevada this Tuesday coming. And lots in central Nevada, in northern Utah, in northern Colorado's places. And lots of rain and thunders and It's really dry in Mexico right now. And the weather all across Central America right now. Lots of rain and thunderstorms going on in Panama right now. It's got a little bit of thunderstorms for forecast in Guatemala, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Nigeria, Honduras. Lots of rain and thunderstorms in Panama right now. And the weather all across South America is lots of rain and thunderstorms going on in South America right now, like Amazon rainforest, Brazil, and Venezuela. It's a little bit of rain and thunderstorms in the forecast is right now. Colombia, it's lots of rain and thunderstorms in Colombia in the forecast. So it's parts of Ecuador, parts of Bolivia, parts of Peru. It's really dry in northern Chile right now. And southern Chile, lots of powerful winds with rain going on the south coast of Chile. You got snow up in the mountains in southern Chile. And northern Argentina, lots of rain in the forecast. And the central Argentina is dry to normal. Then it's going to turn wetter to normal. In southern Argentina, got warm air, cold air fighting each other like Ulusia, Argentina, and Stanley Falkland Islands in the southern hemisphere, summer. And the weather all across England, there's lots of rain heading towards England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, with showers and forecasts. Those parts of France, Portugal, Spain, and Germany, those places, there's lots of flurries in the forecast in Norway, and so is Finland, Sweden, and Poland as well. Then you get lots of rain and forecast in Italy, southern Italy, bypassing the Olympics. And lots of rain and forecast in places like in Croatia, Bosnia, and Albania, those places. And again,
Even Greece.
lots of rain heading towards Istanbul, Turkey. It's really cold in Ukraine. Got freezing rain in parts of Ukraine, heading towards Donetsk, Russia, where Dmitry lived. In Moscow, Russia, it's really cold there right now. In East Asia, a lot of snow squalls come in the west coast of Japan right now. So much snow squalls, CFX snow coming from the west coast of Japan, including Sapporo, Japan. And it gets some rain in southern Japan. It gets really cold temperatures in South Korea, North Korea, Vladivostok, Russia, including northeastern China, Mongolia, Siberia, like Yakutsk and Magadan. Wuhan, China is warmer than normal, so is Hong Kong is warmer than normal as well. And it's going to turn, and lots of rain and thunderstorms in the Philippines right now, parts of Singapore, parts of Malaysia, Indonesia, so much rain and thunderstorms in the forecast. Vietnam is a little bit of showers heading towards Vietnam, Laos. And Thailand's in the dry season. It's really dry in Thailand. And Myanmar and Bangladesh right now during the dry season. A lot of wind in Tibet right now. And Nepal is really dry. So is India. And Sri Lanka's showers and thunderstorms for forecast. There's a cyclone aiming towards Madagascar, Africa. There's Tuesday coming. In Pakistan, Afghanistan got some rain in the forecast. In Afghanistan and Iran. In Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, and Israel got some rain in the forecast. Got some thunderstorms for forecast in parts of Saudi Arabia, including United Arab Emirates. It's really dry there. So it's Oman, Yemen, Qatar, all those places. And the weather all across Northern Africa it's really dry in Northern Africa right now, including Botswana, including Nigeria and Ghana, with a little bit of thunderstorms and showers in the forecast. Nigeria and Ghana, it's the dry season there right now. It's really, and the weather all across Southern Africa is lots of rain, thunderstorms going on in Botswana. Then you got a cyclone aiming towards Madagascar, Africa. In Angola, there's lots of rain, thunderstorms, so is Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Congo, and DR Congo, and all those places in Gabon. And a lot of rain, thunderstorms in parts of South Africa right now. South northern Mozambique, so it's La Reunion and Mauritius Islands as well. And the weather all across Australia is it's really dry in Perth, Western Australia right now. There's a cyclone aiming towards northwestern Australia.
There it is right there. I can see it.
That's a big story.
That is a big story.
Then I got another cyclone off the coast of Australia as well. It's a lot of rain, thunderstorms going on in central Australia, even in desert regions, with large hail and thunder lightning forecasts. In Sydney, Australia is getting lots of rain, so is Melbourne, Australia.
That's Tropical
And
Depression
Townsville, Australia,
20.
lots of rain, thunderstorms are forecast. In Darwin, Australia. Weather all across the West Pacific, lots of rain in Invercargill, New Zealand, including Auckland, New Zealand, Strider, Normal Source, Gisborne, New Zealand, New Plymouth, New Zealand, Stratford, New Zealand, Hamilton, New Zealand, Wellington, New Zealand, Nelson, New Zealand, Greymount, New Zealand, Christchurch and Dunedin, in Queenstown gets showers and forecasts and things like this. Lots of rain and thunderstorms and lots of rain in Invercargill, New Zealand. And did you hear about this? Antarctica's 24-hour daylight, except for the eclipse on February the 17th, when it gets dark out in the middle of the southern hemisphere summer.
Yeah, the only time it ever gets dark all summer long there, eh?
It's the eclipse
24 hours of daylight, except they have an eclipse.
on February 17th. You got the video ready.
Yeah, I do have a video. It's not ready, but I do have it. It is ready, but it's just not ready to play right now. Anybody got questions for Frankie McDonald before I do that? We love to answer your questions. I'm sure Karen has been thinking diligently on one. We got someone.
I actually have one from the chats, from the live,
Okay, good.
from Teresa. She is asking, Frankie, where do you think the next earthquake will be?
Somewhere in Indonesia or Japan.
Next
Okay,
big earthquake.
Indonesia or Japan. Awesome.
You can't escape major earthquakes forever.
Yes.
Japan, just so you know. Okay, and then also here, Stepping Pot Medium Mary Mombo seems to be from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Says Sydney, Nova Scotia needs another week before we have to shovel out again. Just got the snow removed off the roof. Winter is always an adventure in Canada. Just got to have fun with the snow removal, Frankie. From Steeping Pot Medium Mary Mombo. Thank you for that. Great comment out there. Okay, I'm going to start queuing up the Frankie video there. If anyone's got more questions in the chat there. Frankie, what are you doing tonight? Are you outside? It's not Dooley's. It's the Black Diamond, isn't it?
Yes, the Black Diamond. That means Brandon must have recorded video himself.
He didn't. No, I got nothing from Brandon. I haven't heard anything from him. I hope he's okay.
And did you hear about this with Brandon's? And I might try to call him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Brandon. Maybe he just fell asleep. He might have just passed out from exhaustion. I just got to find your video. I did make it today, Frankie, and it's really great. It's really great. It's all about you. That's why.
I do have one for you, Frankie, but it's like future out. What do you think the weather's going to be in England, Liverpool, London, September?
And it's going to be, that's a long ways off yet.
I know, but I'm asking because I'm going there.
In September.
It's hard to know by that far out, eh, Frankie?
Putting you on the spot, buddy.
No model is that accurate. You could check the Farmer's Almanac, but it's not really real, is it, Frankie? Farmer's Almanac doesn't really know. They just pretend they do. Okay, I got Frankie in February coming right up right now. Everybody ready for Frankie McDonald music video? I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Total solar eclipse is heading towards Antarctica. I'm showing every one of you guys a food court in the mall. Tuesday, February 17, 2026. Then the moon's going to cross over. The sun's going to get dark outside. When the moon crosses over, the sun's going to get dark out around in the middle of the winter in northern hemisphere and middle of summer in southern hemisphere. Antarctica is going to turn darkness in the middle of the southern hemisphere summer. And McMurdo Station and Emerson Scott Sopo Station, Palmer Station, and Scott Station will be getting a partial solar eclipse. For scientists and research people in Antarctica, don't look up in the sky because the eclipse is heading for Antarctica on Tuesday, February 17, 2026. When the moon crosses over the sun, for research people and scientists and Antarctic research stations, don't look up to the sun unless they have your special glasses designed for the eclipse. Because the moon crosses over the sun during southern hemisphere summer, then it gets dark outside. When the moon crosses over the sun in Antarctic research stations, this partial eclipse is going to hit McMurdo Station, Emerson Scott Sopo Station, and the surrounding areas, and parts of Antarctica is going to get total solar eclipse. I'm showing you the mall right now. Here's the main farm mall. I'm showing every one of you guys in the mall. Since the fall and winter of 2026 is coming up in the southern hemisphere, like Antarctic, research stations like McMurdo Station, Emerson Scott Sopo Station, and Palmer Station. Heavy rains head towards Greece on Sunday, February 1st, 2026. It's going to bring a lot of rain in Greece, especially in Athens, Greece, and the surrounding communities down in Antarctica. All the scientists would have to buy RGB lights on Amazon.com. to take down the Antarctic research stations in the Southern Hemisphere winter in June, July, and August. Be prepared. Hey everybody, there's an asteroid 1997 XF11 headed towards here come October 26, 2028. The asteroid's going to bypass the Earth. That's going to cause a lot of earthquakes. And the asteroid 1997 XF11 is far, far, far away. As for right now, it's going to head towards the planet Earth on October 26, 2028. Be prepared. Make sure you have your binoculars and telescopes ready to search for the asteroid up in the sky if it's clear sky that night. Because the asteroid 1997 XF11 is on its way towards the planet Earth. It's going to miss the planet Earth. That's going to trigger a lot of earthquakes due to gravitational pull. Scientists in Antarctica has to get RGB lights down at Antarctic research stations like Emerson Scott South Pole Station, McMurdo Station, Palmer Station. The asteroid 1997 NC1 head towards the planet Earth on June 27, 2026. It's going to bypass the Earth 2.5 million kilometers away. The asteroid's going to bypass the Earth. The asteroid 1997 NC1 is going to bypass the Earth completely. I urge everyone to have your telescopes and binoculars ready if it's a clear sky that night. The asteroid 1997 NC1 may trigger earthquakes. Massive snowstorms headed towards Nova Scotia on Sunday, February 8, 2026 is going to bring a whole lot of snow. Winds are going to be really strong, it's going to cause low drift results, reduced visibilities, dangerous and treacherous driving conditions going to cause a whole lot of snow. Winds are going to be mighty strong, it's going to cause so much snow drift, it's going to bring blown drift of snow. And streets, roads, highways, and trains will be snow covered. It's going to bring so much snow. Massive snowstorm for Nova Scotia on Sunday, February 8, 2026 is now cancelled from Frank Down. Especially when scientists head down Antarctica's Southern Hemisphere winter in June, July, and August 2026. It's going to be dark for 24 hours a day in Antarctic research stations in June, July, and August 2026. Especially McMurdo Station, Emerson Scott South Pole Station, Palmer Station, Antarctica. It's going to be dark for 24 hours a day in Antarctica, June, July, and August 2026. Heavy rains head towards Vancouver, British Columbia on Saturday, February 7, 2026. Heavy rains head towards Vancouver Island on Saturday, February 7, 2026. Is going to bring a whole lot of rain in Vancouver Island. Major earthquake is heading towards Japan sometime in 2026. A major earthquake is going to happen in Japan. It's going to affect Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, including East Coast of Japan.
People of Japan, you can't escape from major earthquakes forever. Right, Frankie?
And did you hear about this? Hank's here.
I did hear about that. Yeah, I know. I'm really glad. Hank Vliestra, storm chaser there
Hank
from...
made it. And guess what? Where's Mark Ingalls?
I don't know what Mark's been up to. Yeah, well, I mean, I do know, but he's tired. I'll say that. Yeah, guy's run
Mark
down
was
right
working
now.
all day.
He's been working hard lately. Yeah, trying to make good decisions for his life. So
Where's
we love Mark.
Imogen?
We will have him soon. I don't know where she is anymore. Her dog died though this week, so really sad about that. It was a really good dog. That pit bull
Rest in peace, Imogen's dog.
Yeah, it was Stefano's super awesome dog or partner there.
I'm showing you Townsend Street in Sydney.
What is that place across the road there? Is that the Chinese pizza place?
It's Kenny's Pizza.
Kenny's Pizza? Still a lot of snow. You got more snow right now in Sydney than we got right here in Wells. I mean, kind of, not really, but we've just been melting.
And sometime
for
in the second half of February, Wells, British Columbia is supposed to get colder weather return.
Well, there's hints on the modeling that we might have some cold weather returning to BC. Sure, like we're going to have some snowfall this weekend in British Columbia in the mountains. Like particularly if you're going to be driving into Alberta or from Alberta into British Columbia, don't do it this weekend. It's not going to be good. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Well, on Saturday.
And Calgary's going to be returning to colder temperatures in the second half of February.
By Sunday, it'll be good again. You know, just Saturday. Don't go Saturday. Go Friday. Go Sunday. Take a day to not go. You know, and that's the thing about weather. People are like, you're just trying to spread fear. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to tell you what day to not go.
Then it'll be return of colder weather next week for Wells.
It might come back, but I don't know about next week. Maybe 10, 20, maybe 10, 15 days. We'll see. I'm skeptical, though the models are starting to look more in line, more-ish. I don't like that. Could be cold, but we need some real winter weather in BC.
Then it got colder weather heading towards Calgary for the second half of February.
Well, they can have it, but we do need some winter weather in BC. We are seeing our snowpack melt off bad, Frankie.
Up in Calgary, they're getting odd weather lately.
And I got to see avalanches today, too. That was super cool.
Odd weather's acting up in Calgary lately. Lake temperatures in the double digits there. Hey, weather's acting out there.
All record temperatures set in in Canada today were in Saskatchewan, BC, and Alberta. All hot, hot, hot. Even 20 degrees was in Bow Island. Even 20 Celsius, and it was like no wonder Brandon's not here today. It was like 18 or 16 in Brooks, Alberta today.
I
He's
guess
probably like
Brooks Bandits are playing tomorrow night.
he was probably golfing today. It was so nice. Hank, do you have any questions for Frankie McDonald this week? Have you been thinking about things you want to say to Frankie?
Frankie, does Alberta have half snow cover or full
Alberta's
snow
gonna,
cover?
it's warm outside right now. Alberta's gonna turn gold in the second half of the month.
Okay, but how much of it is snow covered? All of it, none of it, or half of it?
And guess what? Up in Alberta, they had a lot of snow back in our fall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
southern Alberta's pretty dry. What about you, Hank? Do you have any snow
This
there in Wilkie,
Saturday coming up,
Saskatchewan?
solar winter ends on February 7th. It's not in the weather, it's the length of daylight. Means sun's direct rays will be halfway in the equator. Once again, around March 20th, sun's direct rays will be reaching the equator. Will be 12-hour daylight, 12-hour darkness all over the world.
It will be. It's coming soon, eh?
Yeah.
Can't wait. How much snow do you got there, Hank?
Well, it's melting. Like it's just where the first patches of grass are starting to show up now that had been covered ever since the early late November. Late November, they've been covered, and now they're starting to melt.
Segment.
Well, we're kind of doing it right now.
But the
Shut-
funny thing is, Kindersley, which is only a 2-hour drive from me, they're basically all their snow is gone. Almost all their snow is gone there. And that's typical that they have a lot less snow than here, but wow, that's crazy.
Frankie booked off too quick, Hank, because I wanted to get him to show you his snow there he's got in Sydney. He's got a fair amount.
Yeah. I
Solid
saw it
looking-
in the background.
Solid looking in Sydney right now. Yeah, it's been melting hard here, man. It's been melting really hard. It's very concerning. You know, and I know Southern Alberta has no snow, has nothing. I mean, that's not like that unusual. Some winters for Southern Alberta to not have snow. It's just they've
No,
been
it's
in
not
drought
that
for a couple.
unusual.
Because they've been in drought for a couple years. You just don't like to see it. That's kind of the point I'm making.
Yeah. They would like to get more snow, but I don't think there's a whole lot in their near future.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing for them. I mean, we got some snow coming into BC this weekend. The mountains are going to take some, like I said. It's going to rain a lot in the south coast. We're going to even see some rain at lower elevations. Unfortunately, like Prince George, probably going to get some rain Saturday. So, I mean, it's not great. It's not great. What's like winter for the last couple weeks been like in Saskatchewan by your estimation, Hank?
One thing we had here was tied a record high today at Wilkie, Saskatchewan, and we're not a whole long ways from these places getting temperatures in the teens, but still, our record high for this date, February 5, is plus 5.6. We're a little bit into that prairie snow belt, and our record highs are about that in the middle of the winter. That's about as warm as we ever get, and we were there. We were right up, pretty much tied with it. I don't know if we beat it or we're just shy, but we were right near 5 or 6 degrees today. So remains
Lots
to
of
be
places
seen if
sure-
we got the record.
Lots of places sure did beat their records yesterday as well. And just out, just kind of on the border of it, eh?
Yep, a lot of places like that. Yep.
That's a bummer. Yeah, it was like over 13 Celsius here today. 13 Celsius at 3,953 feet. It's way up there. It's not supposed to be, like, man, 13 Celsius in May is a hot day here. Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Totally. I think Wilkie temperatures are generally similar to Wells, except the winter were colder,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
would agree with that for sure. Oh boy, yeah, we never seen no Brandon. I don't know whatever happened to that guy tonight, so we're out of Hauk at least. But what about you? Did you happen to see those Northern Lights that were going on at all this week?
Last night there would have been, but we had cloud like all night long. So I haven't seen a while. Aurora Borealis.
Says there's
Um,
like a chance tonight.
Sun activity's been continuing to be pretty high. We're still basically in a solar maximum, but eventually they'll say, oh, the solar maximum is over and we're starting on our slow decline towards the solar minimum, but the decline takes years. So
Well, it's been going on for quite a while. I mean, we've had quite a few years now where there's been a lot of great lights popping.
absolutely.
I mean, this doesn't look bad for tonight if you got a shot of the sky. I don't
That
know.
BZ has been killing that, so it's looking unlikely at this point. BZ can kill any perspective display, even if they're talking about KP8, KP9, and BZ can kill that too. So
Explain the BZ for the radio listeners.
it's been on the positive side all evening and into tonight so far.
The BZ. So that, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, there's a chance, but it's not a great chance, not a great chance at all. But storm chasing plans this summer, Hank. What are you thinking about?
I am busy with my full-time job, so if only it would be so. I was so fortunate this past summer 2025 with how many events there were on weekends. It was extremely lucky, and chances of that continuing are pretty slim. But I kind of got to go with both weekends, and I might be able to take a day here and there if the forecast looks really good, a day off,
Yeah, save your sick days for like the
Yeah.
the good one. That's the thing. Like timing's everything. Like remember we had like a string of Thursdays where across North America, this was going on for like months across North America. It's like Thursday night, you turn on the friggin' radar, and it's like there's warnings everywhere, tornadoes. Brandon would be like, tornado warning. We like, Oklahoma somewhere. Something's going on. It's like, man, the whole continent for like the third Thursday in a row is just sleeping before like the next series of storms and events. Like it's really on a weekend track right now. We're like weekend, and then if the further east you are, maybe Monday, start the week. That's been kind of the storm pattern for the last little while. Like so, it's like Thursday. We're really in like it's the nice day right now. it's been pretty nice. Pretty nice. So the BZ value. Let's talk about the BZ value here quickly, just to kind of explain what Hank was talking about for everybody out there. So solar wind has embedded up and down magnetic field direction called BZ. Tracking the BZ direction is one of the most important and useful tool for aurora chasers. A negative BZ value of south or minus, it's like an on switch for the aurora, while a BZ of positive is like an off switch. Generally speaking, the lower the BZ, the better. Mind your BZ. When the interplanetary magnetic field, the IMF, that's not International Monetary Fund this time, it's interplanetary magnetic field, essentially the magnetic field of the solar wind itself, it will point south, and conditions are favored to connect with Earth's magnetosphere with the solar wind and inject charged particles into the upper atmosphere. When the interplanetary magnetic field points south, it has a negative BZ, and when it points north, a positive BC. Okay, everybody? So Earth's magnetic field naturally points north, and since opposites attract, we want an incoming stream of charged solar particles to have a south-pointing magnetic field. North-south coupling will repel and deflect the solar wind away from Earth. When the BZ points south, a crack opens up in the Earth's magnetic field. This happens on the daytime side of the Earth, where the magnetopause connects with the incoming solar wind. The field lines, if you can imagine the lines of the magnetosphere around you, it's like, these lines kind of around the Earth there, the field lines then reconnect on the night side, on the magnetotail, where the particles are then accelerated along the field line toward the polar regions to cause aurora. We got some images. Oh no, we don't. That's a YouTube video. So we want the south BZ. You want the negative BZ. That's what Hank's saying. So the BZ is not good right now. We got current solar conditions there. What are you thinking, Hank? That's all positive, hey? Positive BC. The 3.14 north.
And as you can see, the whole evening it's been positive, which makes it even worse.
So people are always saying to me, be positive. And I'm like, no, it's not always good. It's not always good to be positive. See?
Yeah.
I was right.
So I've seen it many times, Joey, where there'll be a hugely hyped geomagnetic storm expected, and BZ can kill those storms off completely. Like if you have BZ that's way on the positive side, you won't see a thing, not even a hint of aurora borealis, even if they think it's going to be monster storm. So BZ can kill anything. But there are also times where it turns what was expected to be a monster storm into just a really minor display. That can happen too.
So I got this satellite called Discover. It's 1.5 million kilometers from Earth. It's between the Earth and the Sun, and the satellite there, it senses the solar wind 15 to 60 minutes before a blizzard of charged particles rains over the Earth. It's like it's like one of those buoys. You know what it sees? It kind of like measures the up and down of the water. It's like, oh, we got a tsunami coming. And in that movie Battleship, they used it to find the aliens. Remember Battleship? You didn't watch Battleship, did you? It was really, really, really low rated, but I loved it. It was so good. Okay, that's the caveat there. When you see the BZ suddenly turn south, you'll need to wait 50 to 60 minutes or so for the northern lights to appear in the sky. So you get yourself onto the internet there, and you find a BZ, monitor. You start checking the BZ. And you start seeing that BZ drop, 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 and you're like, okay, cool, it's on. And you got time still to finish your coffee, and roll a couple smokes, and call your mom and things like that. You got up to 60 minutes probably before the event will happen. In Iceland, under an aurora oval, the BZ strength of -1 to -5 is fine, and good northern lights are likely to appear in the sky. When the direction drops below -5 or -10 and stays there for an hour or more, beautiful northern lights dance in the sky. If it plunges below -20, an unforgettable evening of worldwide aurora displays ensues, like happened on October 10th and 11th, 2024. The night, I remember that one. It was very cloudy. So when you're outside, focus on BZ and skip the most completely useless thing, which is the KP index. Everyone talks about the KP 9, KP 10. They get so excited. KP 9. I guess people don't. The BZ is not sexy because when you're like, it's in the negative, it just doesn't sound like people want a high number. Like, what's the BZ? It's like 5 out of 5, condition red. You know what I mean? Like, just orange warning, Environment Canada language. The BZ is dropping, everybody. So that's a little look at the BZ for you. Some of you didn't know anything about BZs until now there. Karen, did you know that about the BZ?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, Karen.
How warm is
Hello,
Prince
hey.
George, Karen? How balmy is it there right now? Are you sweaty?
Oh, it is like 10 degrees right now. Like it's balmy for February. Balmy.
Yeah,
It's
Good.
like
balmy.
sitting outside with like freaking lightweight shirt and a vest.
All the dog turds coming out yet?
Other what?
All the dog turds coming up yet?
No, not yet. Maybe pretty soon though.
Yeah, it's about that kind of that they say. There's like several seasons in British Columbia here in the mountains. There's basically winter and there's dog turd season. I'm trying to say my things as clean as I can for radio. Dog turd season. You can say that in Canada. Was there an inversion in Wells? Not recently. No. Well, when it was cold, yeah. When Quinnell was like basically cloud socked in for like a week. And we were like up here. It was like nice and sunny and like warm afternoons. It was so good. So yeah, there
And
was a
we
solar
were
flare
like
today.
socked in here, like with fog for the whole week,
Toxic
fog.
fog. It's like you could like smell the smokestacks.
right?
You can smell the
Mhm.
smokestacks there.
We're so many months away from this here, but I heard there was a fire weather advisory or something in the Calgary area today already. And this was largely because of relatively strong winds combined with the warm temperatures. If a fire did start, it could really spread with all that dead vegetation, right?
No, it's so dry there already. I guess it's not surprising, is it?
They were like
Made
18
sense.
degrees today.
Yeah, I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, that's
they
what I
were.
heard on like our chat, Hank. Like 18 degrees.
Look
That's
at
why,
Joey multitasking.
That's why Brandon didn't come on. Oh yeah, I know I'm doing like everything at once. That's why Brandon's not on the show tonight because he was basically golfing today. It's like golfing weather there. So I got something to show you. Want to see something cool? Maybe you guys seen it. I don't know, but maybe some of the viewers probably saw it too. I don't know. But here's what happened today. I went outside to go watch big explosion. It was pretty cool. Let's check this out, everybody. Big explosions, avalanches on the Bowen Lake Road here outside.
I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, you haven't? You're going to love this then, Hank. This one's for you.
I can see him looking out.
Oh, it did go off. I didn't have it recording.
Boom. Fantastic.
There it is. This is bad news. My God. Falling out right now. Anything could happen.
Get on!
Wow. I'll watch the video later.
They try mopping this. Welcome back to Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. It's a glorious day outside Wells. Yeah, it's over 13 degrees last time I saw a thermometer. Quite warm, very warm. And that's why avalanche conditions are really bad all over British Columbia right now. At least anywhere with snow that's steep because everything's very, very slushy. And then we have surface frost that hardened down below in layers, and we got nice little runoff for it. So what are they doing right now in a lot of places is they're actually blowing up the avalanche chutes. Oh, it did go off. I didn't have it recording. He wasn't in position. The one I missed was so good. Oh, it's not moving. Go back. Blow up more shit. So that the avalanches don't come down and cut off the highway. So the idea is if you just once in a while go up there and you pop them before they're too big, then they won't be so disastrous when they do go, right? So if this is like probably the third cycle this year they've done here on Side Mountain, outside Wells on your way to Bowen Lake. And each time, if they hadn't done that, then you would have had a cumulative effect of 3 cycles worth of snow sitting there, you know, that eventually would go on its own. And we've seen that before. We've had it come right to the road. In fact, one of the blasts today came all the way almost to the road. Stopped short about 60 feet or something like that. So pretty close. And here I am just down the road, and you look right here, and you can see that big pile of snow right there. Didn't make it quite to the road. Holy, she came pretty close sliding down that chute. You can see how that chute was all worn down and brown where that slide came down and through. And almost made it right to the road. That's pretty impressive considering how little snow we actually have here. That cornice was well built. Okay, I'm out of here. So the helicopter, what he does is he's got this technician in it, and they go flying around basically near the area of instability on the mountain. And what they do is they actually literally put a bomb down there, and then they fly away, of course. About 90 seconds later, the bomb goes off and it explodes. It makes a big bang in the area. And then sometimes they will actually do multiple charges, like they'll do a couple small ones and then add a real big one at the end there. So they get everything kind of moving down into a bowl, and then they set the big one off and it gets everything going. There goes another one. Big boom. There it goes. Boom. That was neat. Of course, light travels faster than sound, so you see the evidence of the explosion before you hear the explosion. There it is. Bam! Awesome. But so the MCON crew comes and they shut the road down basically. No one can go through. And they're on the radio there listening to when it's time to go. And then the helicopter comes and he drops the bombs, flies off. And then they do some passes around as well and make sure that the avalanche more isn't going to come down or, get a good beat on what has happened, what has moved. So that's basically kind of the skinny of it. Now, at times I know that the Canadian Armed Forces have actually fired howitzers up at, that's never been done here to my knowledge. I don't know where, but one of the MCON guys says he'd seen it on the Coquihalla. So they had a big artillery cannon and they shoot it at the mountain, hits the mountain, boom, makes this big explosion, and down comes. So, of course, the Coquihalla and the Revelstoke, Rogers Pass, those are two areas in BC where you're quite used to the idea of avalanche control. Those are highways with big avalanche chutes. Whereas here, this is just a dirt road with a 70-kilometer max speed between Wells and Bowron, where what happens is the way Slide Mountain is all the snow blows up to the one edge and then parks itself on sort of like the crest of the mountain and sits there and piles up and piles up and piles up and piles up. So then you end up getting more snow in this one spot than you'd have anywhere else. It piles way up, and then eventually, if its conditions are right, the bugger lets go and off she's gone. So here it comes. Boom.
Cool.
Fantastic. It was pretty neat. So far, I didn't get to see too much of an avalanche. We caught the one, and that was neat. But that was the first time I've seen one in progress myself since the year 2002. In fact, I can tell you the date. It was August 27th, 2002. We were climbing Temple Mountain in Alberta, and we seen the slide going, but it took a long time for the sound waves to hit us because, of course, light travels faster than sound. So you see the avalanche way in the distance, and by the time the thing was over, that's when we started to hear it. So if you're just waiting for the noise to alert you to one happening, and if it's far enough away, you'll miss the whole show. So that's how it's been a couple times. I heard the noise and looked, and it was already over. So finally getting to see one today in motion was pretty friggin' cool. I really quite appreciated that experience. And now I'm just going to wait around a little while and see if the helicopter comes back for another run. But if not, I guess that's the show. And that's the show.
Did you know that was going on before you went to that viewpoint?
Correct. Correct, yes.
You heard from a friend or something?
Yeah, a little bird told me. Yeah, no, we usually get a heads up that they're going to shut the road down or something like that. It's just the last couple times I missed it.
Yeah.
Like there was one.
Oh,
like,
that was really cool to look at.
So I think like I'm gonna like get on my horse more often and go down the strip, film that because it's just way too cool. So Justin from Weather Center in Manitoba has shown up, and the BZ's positive, man.
Yeah, sucks. But hey, at least I got to see some last night. I just posted some photos to the Weather Center Manitoba's Facebook page, so feel free to check that out if you're interested.
How was
What's
that?
that, Hank?
How was that last night?
Oh, it was not too bad. Probably between about 11 p.m. and about 1 a.m. Manitoba time, which I guess is the same as your time with the time change right now.
Yep.
So, yeah, just for about a couple hours last night, it was really charged up and it just needed it's a funny thing, we don't want the BZ to go north, but when it finally did last night, it kind of triggered a substorm last night. So kind of had some pretty good activity there between 11 and 1 o'clock last night. But yeah, nothing.
Pillars of green?
Nothing tonight. Lots of green, yeah, a little bit of red, mainly green. But the moon was so bright, like you really don't want to have northern lights when the moon's so bright, it just drowns it all out. But you could still see it. I could see green glow within the city of Brandon, which is pretty impressive.
I think people don't appreciate quite enough what the moon can bring as a positive, though. Like the moon does allow you to see a foreground in addition to the northern lights, and that can be so cool if it's a strong show. But the problem is, you need to have a really strong show to really be able to see the northern lights on a night when the moon is strong.
Here. I'll show you some of because I struggled to get a foreground last night, but when I finally did, like I was driving around north of Brandon forever last night. It just basically had open snowy fields like this. You can see kind of north of Brandon near Forest, but you can see the green pillars, and there was some kind
That's
of
beautiful.
some gravity wave clouds mixed in there too. Yeah, and then
Gorgeous.
it really swirled. Like this was really bright that
Gorgeous.
first upstorm last night. Yeah. But then I finally got a good foreground here. You could see a nice set of trees here, and you see how the ground looks so bright, like it's almost daytime because the moon was really lighting up the foreground. So
Mhm.
That is epic.
yeah,
Those
It's
are
just
great.
beautiful.
gorgeous, Justin.
Thanks. I was it was funny because I was actually wearing shorts last night, and you could see. I mean, the snow was pretty deep in the field here because it was warm last night in Manitoba. It was probably the time I was out photographing these northern lights, it was like 0 Celsius, but the winds were
Wow.
gusting. Yeah, there was blowing snow though. It was like 50, 60 km/h wind gusts. So
Oh.
I think I had underestimated how strong the winds were going to be. So obviously that brought the wind chill down pretty good. But anyway, I fell through the snow a few times because the snow was pretty hardened through the field here, but I'd fallen through a few times and I was wearing shorts, so I didn't have any pants to keep my legs covered and safe. So I ended up cutting my legs up a little bit on falling into the snow a few times.
That's so bizarre. And
Very bizarre, yeah.
there's no excuse too when like that's all over because you're like I'm the weatherman. Like I was wearing
I've
shorts and it was 0, and the
Exactly,
snow it was
exactly.
blowing, and it was cold, and I went to the snow. That's sad.
I
And I've
just
been
want to
that
get a
guy.
shot.
So,
But
Not with
I
have
mean,
shorts
you
'cause I don't really wear that.
I do what I do
have
for the
you
shot.
learned something, Justin? Have you learned?
Well, the funny thing is, it's not the first time that's happened either. But
I
usually, when the temperature's like -5 or warmer, I just can't wait to get the shorts on. Like I'm done
mean,
with pants.
this has happened to me, but I learned. I learned.
Yeah, shame on me, I guess. Like the old adage.
I'm just so traumatized from having been eaten by a bug so much in my life that I just friggin' keep everything covered all the time.
Well, yeah, but the last few summers have been so dry, and there's been so much wildfire activity on the prairies. The mosquitoes haven't been too bad here, so
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet you. No doubt.
uh,
And then you get used to like when you're fighting wildfire and you're like wearing these like heavy Nomex clothes, and like the very first day you're like I have to work in the 35 degrees wearing this. It seems so crazy. And I
yeah.
can't imagine like not wearing Nomex. It'll be weird. I think my career's over. Frankie McDonald is already back. Justin's here, Frankie.
Hi,
Hi,
Justin. I'm doing great so far. Brandon Hulk is really busy because of milder temperatures in Alberta.
Ah, I bet you he's wearing his shorts too.
And by where
He
by
was.
very busy.
He was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, by very busy, he's playing golf and drinking wine in a hot tub or something.
No, I was glad to be able to hop on the show tonight. I don't know if you can hear my voice. I've been battling this cold since
And what
January.
about how's Mark Ingles doing these days?
I don't know. I don't know how he's doing, but it seems like Justin's doing pretty good. But he's been battling a cold these days.
Been battling a cold, and it just goes from my son Jasper through my wife Rachel back to me. We just keep bouncing it off each other. It seems like been
Just
sick
keeps
for the last 2
mutating.
months. Yeah,
And
I guess so.
what about the Michael McGregor? He's not on the show.
He's
Yeah, how's
still
Mike?
getting better. He's getting
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
He was gonna come on tonight, so he might still show up. I don't know. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then he bailed.
A few more
And
weeks,
what
I think
about
he said. A few
what
more
about
weeks.
the other
Yeah,
guy,
it's-
Hilding Donaldson? It's warm there where Hilding is at.
I once had my nervous system felt like it got set on fire and electrocuted, and for a few months, like it was
And what
just
about
best
the
to
other
not
guy?
do
What
things.
his name is? Hilding Donaldson. He's not here either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad some of you showed up because I was getting worried at first when it was like top of the hour, and I'm like, it's just Frankie here, and then Karen showed up. I'm like, okay, thank goodness, and
Yay,
Hank
go
showed
Karen.
up. And I was like, oh, good, like, maybe those guys don't hate me. Good.
I
And then,
mean-
Justin's here too. Okay, everything's okay.
Yay.
When Brandon doesn't
Hilding
come, I'm
is-
like, what did I say? Did I say something this week that was especially bad? Probably. I mean,
No
Hilding has
prayer
been
one.
active
I
on
showed up
social media.
first.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
miss
Hilding's
Hilding,
got
though.
good. I don't think he's got
I miss
good
him.
internet.
Yeah.
Is his thing right now is Pretty sure like
'Cause-
he's got his new house going on, but it's not.
Right.
I don't think he's had.
I would love to have
consistent-
an update on how the calves are doing. You know, it's a calving season, at least here in Manitoba. I don't know
Should
about
be
in
real
BC.
Yeah, it should
Not
be real
here.
soon here. Yeah, it should be
Not
soon.
yet,
Not
eh?
having
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, wait till
Ah.
March.
Interesting.
Yeah, March into April.
We're fairly hardy on the prairies, I guess. I mean, the farmers are calving when it's minus 50. They don't, you know, don't matter to them, I guess. But
Seems crazy to me that they do that, but you're right, they do that.
yep.
I think the general wisdom in BC is like, the spring breakup they call it. Spring breakup, which is when everybody in Wells switches wives.
Once next month comes, once next month it'll be March break. They'll be really busy travel time of year.
But it's also the time of year, Frankie, spring breakup, when you can't go driving on roads because they're too soft.
Yeah.
Well, like I can in my truck, but not the big heavy logging truck. And so they put road weight restrictions on today here in Wells. So no logging. We're in
Holy
spring
crap,
breakup
that's
right now.
early.
We're in spring breakup right now, technically.
They're keeping that road
industry wise.
They're keeping that road to Bowron open. What is it down there that people drive to in the wintertime?
Well, they're homes.
Oh, there's homes down there.
Yeah, there's people who live down there. Yeah, for sure. There's in Bowron Lake Log, it's still down there, and
That
people do
means
go
the-
snowshoeing and ice fishing there.
The previous person for the Meteorological Weather Report came down to Sydney, Nova Scotia. That was Joe Stover, August 29th, 2025.
Joe Stover was the last one. Yeah,
Wow.
it was pretty good to see you and him together, Frankie. I loved it.
Joe Stover was the previous person from Meteorological Weather Report that met me in person is August 29th of last year.
That's totally a legend because you guys are both legends.
Hey, Karen,
Yeah.
are you there? Tell
I
your
am.
husband that the whole gang of weather geeks say happy birthday.
Oh, that's right. It's Tim's birthday
will.
today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy
He's not-
birthday.
He's not in the room right now. He's like, because Karen's on her weird show, so he's out drinking somewhere.
He's at one of the fire.
Yes, tease it. Yeah. Happy birthday, Tim Richards in Prince
Thanks,
George,
Hank.
British Columbia. Well, when it airs on the radio, you have to be like, about 50 minutes after the hour, be like, you sit there and listen to this. I made these guys say happy birthday. Aren't you thankful?
Hey, Joey, that's Dooley's in Sydney.
Dooley's,
Wow.
eh? What's the best thing to eat in Dooley's, Frankie?
I should watch it. I got Super Bowl and things like this. Dooley's, that's a nice place in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
What's their best food?
At the and they used to have hot wings before the pandemic. They had hot wings before they got rid of the kitchen.
Oh,
Oh no kitchen in Dooley's. It's just a liquor hole, eh?
Yeah, I'm showing you the Dooley's in Sydney.
Yeah, and they got pickled eggs probably too, Frankie. Do they have pickled eggs?
looks
Yeah,
like a good
it's in
place.
Sydney.
Very good. Lots of snow there,
Oh.
man. Might be more snow there than Brandon after the melt today.
Yep,
We've been
more than
melting
me.
we've been melting since like the 13th every day in the afternoon. There's like 3 days during that period where we didn't have like a little bit of melt.
Yeah, it's been warm. And I have to say, I'm worried about this summer. Like I was talking during my Ag Days presentation in Brandon a couple weeks ago that El Nino's coming, and BC's not doing well for snow. It's melting already. There's not a lot of a snowpack. Manitoba, we're pretty dry. Northern Manitoba, a bit of an active storm track now through the next couple weeks, but the deficit of precipitation up there across northern Manitoba is just awful. They're in extreme, like severe to extreme drought still, and I think it could be another summer we're talking about wildfires similar to 2023. That was a really bad summer, and that's when El Nino came on very strong in
Hey,
2020.
Joey, that means that Joey, this summer to come could be your final season fighting fires.
Well, I'm hoping last season was my final one. I told everybody I don't want to work anymore, and they don't
Yeah.
seem to
This
believe
season-
me. They don't
this
believe
season
me.
I don't know.
They're like,
this
well, we'll
season
just
could
get
be
you
the
a new
final
truck. I'm
season.
like, no, you don't get it. I want to retire. I'm old.
This season, Joey, this season will be your final season fighting forest fires.
No, I'm hoping last season was. I want to go do something else with my life. My kids are growing up fast. I don't want to miss any more of their childhood.
So what's your thoughts though, Joey? Like, are you kind of along the same lines as what I'm thinking? Like it could
Oh
be a
yeah,
rough summer? Yeah, I
it's
think
bad,
so.
man.
I
It's
think
really
it's
bad.
pretty
Like
bad.
there's still a good healthy snowpack up high in the mountains. Everyone's like, oh, well, the BC River Forecast Center says there's a big snowpack in the mountains. I'm like, yeah, but you know what the BC River forecast for? Flooding,
Yeah.
not fire. The fact that there's a, that's great that there's a ton of snow at 5,000 to 6,000 feet. You don't live at 5,000 or 6,000 feet, and when it gets dry in your valley fast, we're in trouble, man.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Like, the whole province is drying out right now. All the lower places, like all of southern British Columbia, where people live there, like whatever your town is, there's probably no snow there.
Yeah.
And
Kelowna,
Vancouver's
wherever.
getting so much rain this Saturday coming.
It's so
Not the
warm.
right area. Not the
We
right
got
area.
that subtropical flow still coming into British Columbia, man.
Yeah. I'm
You
I'm
know,
worried for the prairies. I'm worried for Manitoba and Saskatchewan, especially the northern parts. Like those fires were so deep and like I'm betting they're still smoldering under the ground. Like it's not going to take
absolutely.
much. Like April, May comes along, that sun starts getting strong and they're going to flare right up again. I'm sure of it.
A- absolutely. And like why I'm actually nervous is because it's not because the El Nino's coming, it's because the La Nina's fading. And
Yeah.
understand my logic. It's not like we know it's one or the other, but this was the time period we needed to put it on.
And
We needed to
Australia's
make
getting
up.
really, really dry. Australia's getting 50 degrees Celsius. It's still a lot of rain going on in Australia. It's still rain lingering La Nina like conditions in Australia.
We needed to make up that deficit from the last 5 years in these La Nina winters, and it didn't happen. Okay, Frankie, how can we find you?
If you want to find me on social media, my blue sky at Frankie McD, and my link tree is Frankie McDonald in my and Reddit is FrankDown984, and my X for Twitter is at Frankie McD. My threads is at Frankie MacD984. My Facebook is Frankie McDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD984. My TikTok is FrankDown984. My Clapper is FrankDown984. My Twitch is FrankDown984. My Snapchat is Frankie MCD1. My YouTube channel is Dogs Wolves. And my LinkedIn is Frankie McDonald. Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie Down. You're listening to Community Report every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Atlantic.
And he's been joined here by myself, Joey Only, with Karen Richards and Prince George, Hank Vleester in Wilkie, Saskatchewan. Also a storm chaser there, Justin Ortel from the Weather Center of Manitoba. You can find them on Facebook as well. I think that's pretty much the show for this week, at least for the radio. We will continue with the live stream a little while longer here on Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. Why don't you come? I'm like 21 away from 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and do you think I can get there for anything? Nope. It's been brutal. It's been painful. It's been like 2.5 weeks.
Not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday is the total solar eclipse in Antarctica and partial solar eclipse in where Mike Post is.
And a total blackout, just like the algorithms towards my page right now. Well,
And there's a total lunar eclipse coming at the start of March as well. All of North America should see it. So I'm excited for that.
I love the lunars.
Is that going to be a blood moon?
It is. Yep. Full blood, full lunar eclipse.
In March, did you say?
Yeah, like March 3rd or something like that. You'll have to search it up. It's going to be like 4 or 5 in the morning. So the moon will be setting on the western horizon.
Is it a weekday morning?
I think it is actually, yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's the show.
Sorry.
That was a good way to end it. It was the weekend. Wah, 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 wah.
I can double check, but I think it's a weekday.
That's the show.
That's the show. I already killed it, Frankie. When I was saying wah, 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 wah.
I have got footage of those on weekday mornings before, but yeah, it ain't easy.
March 3rd, which is a Tuesday morning.
I don't care.
5:30 in the morning. It'll be at its peak in Brandon, Manitoba.
Oh, okay. I care. No, like, hey, that's not a bad thing because I mean you can get up early for it, right?
Yep.
Like,
and it'll be huge on the western horizon too. Like when the moon's way up in the sky, it looks so small, but it'll be setting. It'll be massive, blood red, beautiful. Hopefully, it's not cloudy.
Oh, but there'll be no way to
Now
see
I
it.
gotta set my alarm.
I'm in the valley here. If it's going down, I'm in trouble. I got to go find a high spot looking west.
Yeah, I think it'll be about 10 to 15 degrees above the horizon.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's totally behind Island Mountain.
Pretty low, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like we lose it probably 2 hours before it goes down if it's low enough
Well,
behind the mountains.
I guess it starts. I mean, it
Like an
starts
hour
getting
and a
really
half.
good when it's about 25 degrees above the horizon. So
Oh yeah, what time Pacific time? Someone's got a good question there in the chat because
let me see. Wells, BC. I'm just on time and date. That's where you can see
You said above which horizon? Has to be the western horizon, hey?
the western. Yep, the western horizon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I couldn't find Wells, but from Abbotsford, it'll be 3:30 PST.
So same.
so yeah, even earlier. So that is so it's better for you guys.
Yeah. I guess
Better-
when it's over you, Joey, it'll be about 30 degrees above the horizon.
Yeah, I might actually catch it then.
Yeah.
That's good.
March 3rd.
So a man from California was arrested this week in Alabama. Well, that's a long ways to go. After a sheriff said he was traveling on a highway with 600 gallons of diesel fuel in the back of a U-Haul.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
You had a death wish.
Says it was a sophisticated multi-state diesel fuel theft. That's what they consider sophisticated in America, driving around with 600 gallons of diesel. He's hijacking truck stop diesel pumps. It was a 42-year-old guy charged with burglary tools and possessing stolen property. Deputy pulled him over there on Highway 117. Saw large tanks holding hundreds of gallons of diesel fuel stowed in the van. After a search, the deputy discovered electrical switches, wiring, remotes, and battery packs. So I'm trying to. I wonder, like, how did he do it? I guess they don't want to. The sheriff's department said it learned the man traveled from New Jersey, knocking it off an unknown number of gas stations by pumping without paying. You can't even do that in Canada. No, man.
That's. I don't think you can do that very many places at all in the USA. Like, they don't trust people down there. I don't get that.
Even less than us. And it's like, that's like the rule in BC. Because you know what happened was about 20 years ago, a guy was stealing gas, and some kid who was making minimum wage thought he'd be a friggin' hero and ran out and was like, don't steal gas, and then got killed. And
Gordon's law?
And they're like, from now on, everyone has to prepay. Hated that. So when you go to somewhere where you don't have to prepay, it's so nice.
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, you're like, thanks.
Yeah.
Can I share a little something tonight? With Hank and his wife. Sorry, Hank, I'm going to call you out.
Okay.
So, I shared a recipe for my meatloaf, it's a totally awesome recipe. Hank's wife.
I had some. It was good.
I know,
awesome.
but she made it purple. How the hell did she make it purple?
I would say from her photo, it looked kind of burgundy, but she claims at one point it looked dead on purple. I don't know. She didn't get a picture of that.
You guys, like, honestly, it was completely awesome, right? Completely awesome.
What was it?
It's a meatloaf recipe.
A purple meatloaf?
Yeah. She made it. She turned it into purple. I'm not sure how.
It's like Karen's recipe. It's Karen's fault, by the way, that it was purple.
No, it is not.
Barney wasn't purple. Yeah, there's no purple in the recipe.
Mine has never turned out purple.
Did she put beets in it?
I'm not sure what she did.
Did it still taste good? Yeah.
It was freaking awesome.
It was good.
Things you shouldn't put in the freezer. Lettuce. Like, everyone knows that. I guess, yeah. You don't put tomatoes in the freezer. It makes sense. Eggs. I guess you don't. Why not? Is there like a reason?
Right?
Yeah, don't put your eggs in there. Okay, yeah. Avocado, sure. Why not coffee?
Oh my gosh, Hank, I love Charlene, but I'd be like, how did you turn that recipe into purple?
Freezing your coffee zaps some of the flavor and aroma. Didn't know that.
I wouldn't know. I don't drink coffee. I hate it.
Fried food should not be, because they lose their crunch, it says. Most dairy products, yeah, they separate some potatoes. Yeah, I guess you don't, yeah, frozen potatoes is bad. Cooked pasta and rice, you can't put that in the freezer.
No,
So what can you put in the freezer?
You can't put
A lot of these
mayonnaise-based
things
salads in either.
you can do it. It's just
Yeah,
not
it's
the
not like it will
best
kill
way
you.
to store it, right?
you gotta
Yeah.
freeze it properly.
Won't
Oh yeah,
kill
don't
you.
put bottled beverage.
Okay, let's watch the weather run through here once before we call her a weekend.
Yeah, that's a big high pressure there, but I guess it's been pretty cold across northern Manitoba. They had a lot of snow yesterday.
It's coming for you. Woof.
Yeah,
There
like
it
we're gonna
is.
be having a flash freeze tomorrow. Like I posted pictures, there's water all over the walkways and sidewalks. I mean, I told the elderly just stay home tomorrow or you're gonna break your hip. Don't even try.
Hey, Joey, can
Yeah.
you have a look? Can you have a look in Italy where they're going to have the Olympics and see what kind of weather they're going to have for those sporting events?
Frankie
Yeah.
wasn't kidding, eh? That one off the coast is nuts, but it's not bothering anybody.
Hopefully they're getting some good snow for the skiers there.
Oops. I was there, but then I suddenly was on Praha. Praha. What do you want to know? What do we want to know? Temperature tomorrow.
Ooh, that looks pretty warm.
Where is the Olympics, though? Is it up in the Alps?
Milano, is it?
Yeah, you got to assume they're going to be near the Alps.
Well, you never know because there's big mountains all over Italy, all the way down the boot, right? So
Milano,
Yeah.
Cortino, Milano.
can you imagine that? The Winter Games in Sicily.
They got to be near the Alps though to be cold
Yeah,
enough for
Alps, I
anything.
think.
Yeah, just
Minus
hovering.
4.
Wow, warm on the when you get over the crest of the Alps there, you get into the warmth pretty quick.
The main city is very similar in temperature to Vancouver in the wintertime, so it's pretty mild, really.
Lots of snow. That's good.
Grenoble, yeah, I don't know where it is though. I see Milan, but
Where is
Milano.
it, Hank?
they had Olympics in
Cortina.
Turin before too. Did they not? Have they run out of places to have Winter Olympics? Italy gets them like twice in 5 years. When was Turin?
I'd love to see it back in BC. That would be great.
No,
No.
No,
no.
why
we don't need to
not?
pay. We
Too
don't need
much
to pay for
tourism.
that shit twice.
I guess so. Yeah.
Fuck, man, so bad.
And Whistler, like the snow and temperatures was freaking crap when we had
Everyone's
them
like,
here.
no one can figure out why like there's no money for social programs in BC, why everything got really bad in like the last 15 years. Everyone complains about the crime and how bad society got, and they don't ever connect the dots.
Weird though, because like to me, the Olympics should bring a lot to the local economy.
Yeah,
like,
by local economy, what does that mean, right?
yeah.
It didn't, though. It
Does that
didn't.
mean the developers who sold lots of properties and walked away with bags full of money? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But that's a publicly funded theft.
TV
Right.
corporation.
They took the money out of my pocket, provincial pocket, and then set up this big thing so that these guys can make huge profits off it. Yeah, I mean, some mom and pop guys maybe it was a little bit busier this weekend at our store. Sure, there's maybe a little bit of that, but I mean, all in all, like, what were the real economic benefits of the Olympics compared to the cost?
Right.
Very high, very high. Lots of snow up there. I mean, it's like we're in a day and age where we don't have to like just destroy one place to have the Olympics. And by that I mean like they've already kind of got this is an idea I've had for 20 years. I had this idea before the Vancouver Olympics. Like, why do we have to have the Olympics in one? Why can't we have just hockey could be in Toronto. You could have the luge in Whistler. You could have the bobsleds in friggin', Calgary. Whatever, right? Like we can decentralize the games so that we're not
Yeah.
putting so much economic pressure on one region to pay for this event. Like the billions that it cost BC to build that infrastructure. Some of it, though, was infrastructure that maybe needed to be built, but some of it wasn't.
Joey's
know,
trying to
it's-
lose more followers.
I know, sorry, yeah. That's how it is, yeah.
No more Olympics for Canada.
Well, there's got to be a better system for it, man. So, like with the World Cup, what they're doing is it's decentralized, right? It's happening in a bunch of different.
What's your subscription number at, Joey? You better look now before you lose them all.
Oh, it's probably going down, yeah. No doubt. Well, sorry, I can't help but say the unpopular things. Everyone's like sitting around crying about, oh yeah, I did lose 2 subscribers. People are sitting around crying about the crackheads and the drugs and the poverty, and there's not enough money for this and that in our system and our society. And we've been paying for those Olympic Games for a long time. So it's like, it's nice for other people in Canada from other places to be like, hey, like we should have the Olympics in Vancouver again. Like, no, it's not, it wasn't good for us. Sure, there was a great moment or two that was on the, we'll remember forever.
Yeah.
But the cost of it was a high cost, man. It was a very high cost. And I think once is enough. That's all.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic though, because I think the places that you're able to have the Winter Olympics is becoming less and less options available, with climate change and stuff like that. I think it's going to be tricky to find a host city, in the future.
We may need to decentralize their location.
Yeah.
Just out of necessity. Looks like they're going to take a lot of snow up there, man. In the region. Where exactly the games are, I don't know, but
they'll probably spend a lot of money shipping that snow to where it needs to go.
Well, that's the other thing. They shipped a crazy amount of snow around for Vancouver. They didn't even have snow, and then finally, like a week out, then it like snowed like absolute hell, and everything was okay.
They shipped snow?
They were shipping snow, dump trucks of it.
You can make snow if it's cold enough, but that's the thing about Vancouver. Is it freaking even cold enough to do that?
It was not a great thing, man. It's like, and then the price of property in BC, like, man, that's like the developers, everything went into overdrive just before then and in the time since, right? Like real estate property and the property values in Vancouver, all of that was like kind of just one big snowballing effect. And yeah, I mean, we got a lot of economic problems in this province that we probably could have had less of. Temperatures.
That's beautiful. Like, it's not that cold. Like, gorgeous.
They're going to get a lot of snow. So, I mean, they should be good. They should be good for Olympics.
Yep.
It'll be interesting when the Summer Games 2028 go to LA. Going to be probably heat wave central down there.
Man, imagine.
Yeah.
So brutal. Yeah. Could be worse. But it doesn't get worse after that. It's getting late in the year, though.
Yeah.
14 John, 26. 20th of February is already getting late.
Yeah, I think the polar vortex is going to be losing some steam by the end of February.
Good. That's an noise. I are always on opposite ends of that. In the wintertime, I don't like extreme cold. Thank you very much.
Not
I was
that kind
happy. I was happy we had that last big polar vortex. I always like to have one or two every season just to experience it and get it out of the system and go on CBC National News and talk about it,
Yeah. Live it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like 15, 20 below, I don't mind that. Getting into the 30s, yeah. That's hard. It's hard on me. It's hard on everything.
Yes.
Well, I got Tyler here. We've been rehearsing today a little bit, getting ready for our show. I did put a funny thing up here. I'll show you. we're preparing. We're going to play in Kamloops on April 2nd at the Blue Grotto with the band there. Here's what I'm going to show you. We've been working on the set list. We got our show plan already, and I want to share it with you. Are you ready? You want to see my show plan?
Yeah. Oh.
It's redacted.
Yeah. So there we go. You can see there's our plan for this weekend, for the April 2nd show. And you can see what's on our set list right there for you.
That'd be good, man. That'll be good for you. Happy for you.
There you go. All the had to redact the important parts for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't come to the show, right?
I love it.
I'll have to catch some video clips of it. I'm a little far away.
We're already sounding hot. We only had like 45 minutes of jamming today. It's like, oh yeah, good. We're good. We're gonna be good. Getting hotter. Gonna be a good show. No, trust me. Yeah, hot picking. We've been rehearsing.
Yeah.
Whatever we were doing last year, we'll be much better even yet. We're getting there. Oh,
So,
the U.S. bombed a boat in the Pacific just an hour ago.
I was going to mention to Hank, because I was watching the show before I joined, and you guys were talking about storm chasing, but I was talking about just at the tail end of the show there, the wildfire situation. And man, I'm sad because, I mean, wildfires are sad in itself, but they also cause storm season to be really shitty. Like the smoke just chokes out the storms. And I saw it firsthand over the last couple seasons. Beast of a supercell, massive wall cloud. As soon as the inflow started taking the smoke, done. 2 minutes, it was done.
The other thing that's sad is not even the freaking sea, the clouds, because of all the smoke in the air. It reduces visibility. So terrible.
Yeah. That too.
It's a huge effect on your ability to be able to see what's going on in the sky.
And it's got a huge impact on farmers, growing season. I had somebody at Egg Days talking to me, and they said that with the wildfire smoke, they noticed their crop was flowering for weeks and weeks on end. Like, because I think, it's almost like it's, like you say, it's hazy. It's almost like it's cloud coverage all the time. So you don't get that, you don't get those strong rays of the sun to really kind of get the crop flowering once and then going to seed. It's like it just keeps going and regurgitating and flowering and flowering and flowering. And I don't know what kind of impact that has on the crops. Maybe you get a higher yield if the growing season can, go further into August, into September. But that would be something interesting to like do some studying on to see kind of the impacts on the agricultural sector when we're seeing, from climate change, more and more wildfire summers and summers with those hours of smoke just really becoming record kind of season over season. Because last year Winnipeg had like a record amount of hours of smoke at the airport there. Like I think it was 200 or 300 hours worth of smoke in Winnipeg last summer. Just awful.
Yeah, well, you guys were downwind. We got lucky here at Wilkie. So many days that you were smoky, we weren't.
Yeah.
The smoke was blowing your way way more often than it was blowing my way. When BC gets bad fires, that's when it really gets bad here at Wilkie. Both BC and Alberta Rockies, stuff like that. That's when I really get it. So
yeah, we had a lot of cold fronts, dry cold fronts last summer, and when you get the cold front, it pulls the winds out of the northwest, and all the fires, when you're from the perspective of southern Manitoba, all the fires were up across the northern prairies. So every time the northwest wind would come in, it would just rake that smoke right down into our region. So we were really hoping for southerly winds last summer.
I forgot what I was going to say. I had something in my brain and it just went whoop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think it's something that we're really going to have to key in on and talk about. In terms of the wildfire season.
The crop thing.
Right.
I hadn't thought about that, but in a
Yeah.
place where we get so much sun in Saskatchewan and Manitoba and Alberta every summer, then the plants aren't getting what they're used to for the amount of sunlight hours. That would have a big effect on them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I heard
Yeah.
from some farmers themselves. So, like I said, it's something we should study and see kind of what the impacts of more frequent wildfire events through Western Canada is on the agricultural sector going into the future.
Hmm.
Well, guys, getting late. I got some weird hate mail that so sometimes it's disturbing when you get it.
I don't get much of that stuff, but I sure got. I had a post go viral that I rarely post political stuff on Facebook, but one day I was just in a celebratory mood and I was celebrating the fact that um, they made that deal with China for canola. And oh man, it went so viral. And everybody who commented, I had never heard of in my life, right? It was one of those things because it went so viral. I didn't know a single person, almost a single person that was commenting on my post. And, they all had their all righteous, I know how this is, and I know this how this affects us, and this is why it's crap. Everybody likes to tell you what you said is crap, right? So I got a little bit of taste of it, but mostly they were just arguing with each other. It's funny.
I love when they do that because it makes me money.
Yeah, it doesn't anymore for me, so I just don't want to deal with them. I pretty much sick of Facebook.
Yeah, well, it's National Weather Person's Day, so happy National Weather Person's Day, everyone. But I made a post celebrating that on the Weather Center's Facebook earlier today. But I also had to add in that the weather community is toxic, man. Like there's one page, I'm not going to name who it is or what it is, but I mean, just trying to do everything they can to shut me down, or they don't like what I'm doing, or it's like, man, what happened to the days where you come together for the greater good? Like, help the community. Like, where's the love? Everybody has to hate each other, competition wise, at each other's throats, trying to shut everybody down. Like, it's just disgusting behavior.
Big ego fucking battle.
Are you
Yeah,
saying it's somebody else in the weather world that's doing this to you?
it is. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to name names, but yeah, it's horrible. I
Oh
mean,
God.
I'm seeing it more and more lately because the content monetization stuff, everybody's making money now. So, if it's somebody else that's doing the same thing as you are in the province, whether it's BC, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, they just want to get you shut down so they can have, all their followers to themselves. It's greed, it's disgusting behavior. Like I said, we forecast the weather because, well, we love the weather first and foremost, but we want to keep people safe. We want to spread the news. Like, why would another weather entity try and shut down another weather entity who's trying to spread good news, or maybe not good news, sometimes bad news, but inform the public of severe weather? Like, we should all be together in this cause. I don't know why we're starting to be at each other's throats all the time.
Everybody's at everybody's throat in every level of society.
Yeah.
That
And
pisses me off.
yeah, it's like I just don't like do anything anymore. I'm like not involved in anything. I don't want to. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of like everything being toxic, people fighting about shit.
Yeah.
I try to like help, and then I just end up regretting it anyways. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna hang out in my fucking little corner of the world, do my thing.
Yeah. It's sad, man, but I don't know what it is. But like I said, I think money is a big motivator. Like, I mean, for me personally, like, I mean, I've been getting so many calls to do interviews with news stations and stuff. Like, at the end of the day, jealousy is a big thing too. Like they just don't want to see your fellow friend or colleague succeed in something in life. Like, we should be pushing each other to do well. We should be
Well,
congratulating each other. Like,
everyone succeeds together is the reality of it,
exactly.
right? The more like culture you create of something, the more interesting it is for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you cooperate a little bit, you can both raise each other up. But anyway, um, I gotta cut out here, but thanks for giving me somebody to talk to tonight, you guys.
Yeah, and
Always
likewise,
good.
always enjoy it, man. Always like glad to have you guys, part of it.